How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to 2A News Now. My name is Troy, and I really do appreciate you taking your time tuning into my video. Most of you know by now that the families of survivors of the Uvalde shooting are suing UPS and FedEx. And I'm here to talk about how ridiculous that is. Whenever there's some type of a shooting, and usually a mass shooting, it results in a lot of lawsuits. And a lot of times these lawsuits are frivolous and have no standing whatsoever. And they're usually pushed by anti-gun groups like Everytown and others. And a lot of times they will use their own lawyers or pay for lawyers for these frivolous lawsuits. Families of the survivors of the Robb elementary school shooting, where 19 children and 2 teachers were killed, and they are suing UPS and FedEx. And the lawsuit claims they violated state and federal law and their own company's safety standards. On the day of the shooting, the gunman had a firearm that he ordered online and picked up legally at a local gun store. The lawsuit claims that UPS and FedEx shipped to the gunman's house what they call an enhanced trigger system. They claim that trigger system, once installed in the semi-automatic rifle, turned it into fully automatic. And we all know that's not true. UPS has what they call condition of carriage, and the lawsuit claims that's proof of the violation. The lawsuit claims that UPS conditions state that shipments must not contain goods which might endanger human or animal life, or any means of transportation. They said in the lawsuit that the shipment of the Hellfire trigger to the gunman's house was a violation of school zone area protections because the gunman's house was less than 1,000 feet away from the Robb Elementary school zone. And now I'm going to tell you why this lawsuit is so ridiculous. The Hellfire trigger has been available for purchase for a hell of a long time. This trigger, once installed into a semi-automatic rifle, allows someone shooting it to shoot just a little bit faster, but it doesn't turn the firearm into an automatic weapon. And since they're not illegal, UPS, FedEx, and other carriers are allowed to ship them. And another thing, it doesn't violate UPS conditions of carriage. And the reason is the trigger by itself can't do any of those things on its own. In other words, that trigger by itself can't shoot one single bullet unless someone takes the time and effort to install it in a firearm and then have evil intentions to use it to hurt or kill someone. Now let's talk about them saying it was a violation of school zone area protections. And I think their lawyers need to go back to law school, because for the longest time, courts have found that people living less than 1,000 feet from a school zone don't lose their Second Amendment rights just because they live within walking distance to the school. That means they can lawfully buy firearms and keep them in their homes. That also means that UPS and FedEx or any other carrier don't need to question whether a gun part is being delivered within that area. Those carriers had no reason not to ship to the house of the individual who ended up by doing the school shooting. And what it all boils down to is that somehow they might win this case. But if they don't, there's another reason. And that's to use the legal system to try to get UPS and FedEx and other carriers to refuse to ship firearms and firearms parts, so that those companies will have a hard time shipping those products, and thus making it really hard for law-abiding citizens to purchase gun parts and to purchase firearms and have them sent to their FFL. That's what this is really all about. Let me know in the comment section if you agree what I said in the video. And if you enjoyed this video and you want to help the channel out and help it to continue to grow, all you have to do is take a few seconds of your time to like, share, and subscribe, and hit those post notifications and comment on the video. I really would appreciate it. And hopefully you'll come back and watch my next video.